When I became pregnant with my son, I was really excited to continue my yoga practice, but I wasn't really sure what that was going to look like. At the time, I had a really strong practice. I was teaching about 10 classes a week, but I was finding that every time I went to a yoga class, I was constantly being given variations or told not to do poses that I really felt comfortable doing. Oftentimes, pregnant women are treated like they are ill or that they need to have a lot of special accommodations, and I don't think that's true. So my name is Jillian, and today we are going to look at ways that you can modify your yoga practice in order to accommodate your pregnancy. So in this video, we are going to look at the one yoga pose that I always tell students not to take while they're pregnant. We're going to look at the dangers of overheating in your yoga practice, whether or not you should lie on your belly or on your back. And finally, I'm going to give you the one blanket guideline that I give all of my pregnant students who come to class. So the one thing that you should absolutely avoid in your pregnancy is putting weight on the uterus. So anytime that you're lying on the belly and you're given the option of lifting the legs, keep the legs on the mat. Even if you feel comfortable being on the belly, leave your legs on the mat. Overheating is something that should absolutely be avoided in pregnancy, especially in that first trimester, as it can cause neural tube defects. So hot yoga, even if you've got a really established, you've been going multiple times a week and a really established hot yoga practice, talk to your doctor, talk to your midwife before you keep going on with that. The other thing that should be avoided in terms of overheating is any kind of breath work that encourages heat to build in the body. So one of the biggest questions that I get from pregnant students is whether it's okay to lie on the belly and whether it's okay to lie on the back. Now, in terms of lying on the belly, it's just really your own comfort level. It can vary from woman to woman, pregnancy to pregnancy. In my first pregnancy, I felt comfortable lying on my belly well into the 6th month. However, with my second pregnancy, I didn't want to be on my belly pretty much from the beginning. So really listen to your own instincts. Now, the other big one is lying on your back. Often doctors will tell us that you should avoid lying on your back during pregnancy. And the reason they tell us this is because the weight of the uterus compresses the vena cava, which is a vein that brings blood back to the heart. Really important vein. But in my own experience, when that vein gets compressed, your body will tell you to move. I felt anxious in that pose and I just felt like I really, really needed to move. And I know a lot of other pregnant women have told me the same thing. So there'll be a point, usually it's around 20 weeks, where it just will no longer feel okay to be on your back. Listen to your body. So the number one guideline that I give to every pregnant student that comes into one of my classes is make room for baby. 9 times out of 10, as long as you're making room for baby, you are on the right course. So here are some easy ways to modify your practice and to make some space. So one of the most common transitions that we see in our yoga classes is stepping the foot forward, either from downward dog or from table. But sometimes that belly can get in the way. So starting out in table, rather than stepping the foot between the hands, we step that foot out to the side, giving lots of space underneath. Now, if that's still not enough clearance, especially towards the end of your pregnancy, maybe you come up onto blocks, just to give yourself a little bit more space, and then you step that foot forward and to the side. Another common set of poses that can be modified to make room for baby is forward folds, either standing or sitting. All we need to do is take our legs nice and wide and allow space for the belly. We still get that same stretch we would have if we had our legs together. So if you take anything away from this video, I hope it's that women in pregnancy can still have a strong yoga practice. Listen to your body, but do make sure you let your teacher know at the beginning of every class that you're expecting. All right, thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time.